As a fan of college football, specifically the Ohio State Buckeyes, and a certified hater of that team up north, y'all already know why I'm here. Let's get into it. Hey, it's your girl Autumn, and this is another edition of As a Fan of College Football. I am here bringing you the latest news on you know what I mean? Like, I guess on how the NCAA is just, I can't take them serious ever. Now. I knew that there wouldn't be much that was going to happen here. Okay, so what we're talking about today, and I promise I'm going to try not to hold you guys too long, but you guys know that the NCAA dropped their punishment for for the University of Michigan for sign stealing, like basically for cheating for like a few years. They was like cheating for a few years or whatever. So now, loosely, because I don't, I think y'all already know what happened, right? They had, oh boy, it was a whole Netflix situation about it. So Connor Stallions, who was a lower level, whatever they were calling him at the University of Michigan, basically went into like this whole like overload head mode and decided to coordinate stealing signs from the other teams that Michigan played over the course of a couple of years, or maybe 3 years, I think they said. He went to games to do this sign stealing. He sent other people to games, paid them. This was proven. Like they looked at maybe what was it, his Venmo or something. Um, so he was buying tickets for other people to go and get these signs or whatever. And he went as far as to catalog them all. It was like probably thousands. It was very like I watched the Netflix situation. It was a little over the top. Okay? It was a little over the top. And so you had everybody in everybody at the top of the football club knew, including the coach Jim Harbaugh. He knew, Sharon knew, everybody knew. Like, let's not everybody knew they were using these things all the way up until they got caught. So that's that on that. Okay. That's basically what happened. So they got rid of Connor Stallions. They loosely suspended Jim, but it didn't matter because we all knew that he wasn't going to be around too much longer anyway. Like, so the whole talk was, if he didn't win, like if he didn't come back and start winning, because he was really a loser. Like, let's think about it. He was a loser ass coach. Why he was at Michigan? You know what I'm saying? Like, at least the years I was watching, he was a damn loser. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had his ass. Okay, everybody. So he started winning all of a sudden. All of a sudden, he started winning. And it was great for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything was everything. I mean, they went on, and when they got caught, they got caught, but they still went on and won a national championship the year before we did, which, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Big Ten, whatever. Y'all know I don't give a damn about none of that. Because this is Ohio State or nothing. But anywho, so we've been waiting for like 2 years for all of this to come down. for the NCAA to be and again, we knew, like, I knew, everybody was like, oh, they're gonna vacate wins, they're gonna take the chip away, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. I knew, especially after the story I did about Maurice Claret. Like, I knew the NCAA was full of shit in the first place. But anywho, let's talk about what they did or what they didn't do. However it is that you wanna do this. So I just went on ahead and just, we're just gonna look at the Google, you know what I'm saying? The little AI overview. So the Michigan Wolverines football program is facing punishment for a sign stealing scandal, including a fine, a 3-game suspension for head coach Sharon Moore, and a show cause penalty for former staffer Connor Stallions. Michigan will be fined an amount equal to approximately 10% of their football program's budget. As if that's like I mean, yeah, it's going to be a multi-million dollars, but it ain't like they ain't got it. Suspension of Sharon Moore. Moore, who was already slated to miss a game due to previous self-imposed suspension. So he did, like, I thought it was 2 games. I think they got this backwards because I think he did a self-imposed suspension of 2 games that don't even really fucking matter. Like, it was just some weak ass games that this weak ass teams they're gonna play or whatever. No shade, but it is what it is. And so the Big Ten was like, okay, bet. Like, so the Big Ten was like, all right, all right, they trying to take a little accountability. They full of shit too, but whatever. So they're like, okay, that's that on that. He gonna sit out the 2 games. Connor is gone. It is what it is. Okay, that's what they're saying next. The NCAA is issuing a show cause penalty for Connor Stallions, a former staff member implicated in the scheme, which he was not just a former staffer that was implicated. He was the head of the shit. Like, he spearheaded the whole thing, and Jim and Sharon and everybody else, probably athletic director, everybody knew. Y'all can't tell me that nobody didn't know. I'm pretty sure some of the players knew as well, but I'm not even gonna blame them. I'm not gonna blame them, and I'll get to that in a second. So let me tell you what they didn't do. No postseason ban. So despite the severity of violations, the NCAA did not impose a postseason ban on Michigan. No stripping of the championship. The 2023 national championship will not be vacated. Investigation revealed that Stallions allegedly, it's not even allegedly at this point, he did it, recruited individuals to film opposing teams' signals, potentially impacting multiple games over the 2021, 2022, and 2023 seasons. The 2023 season, if we go back up a little bit, is when they won the national championship. So, in my mind, how I'm computing this. The University of Michigan would have cheated for 3 years, literally. Let's call it what it is. It is what it is, y'all. And look, I know I'm a hater. I know I hate them. I know, I know what it is, but let's be for real right now. Let's be for real. This is what happened. No matter who you're a fan of, no matter what it is, no matter what. This is what happened. For 3 years, this man cataloged. Did y'all see the special? This man had a big ass book of nothing but signs that of plays from each team that he went through and, like, literally cataloged. It was insane. And he didn't get these by standing on the sideline and just looking across. He got these because anybody can do that, right? He got these by going to these games or sending other people to these games so that they can get the shit while they were playing other teams. Like, they wasn't playing Michigan. They would be in, say for instance, this is Michigan State and Indiana. Like, they're playing each other. So he sends two people, one to sit on one side, one to sit on the other, so that they can get the damn sides. They cheated. Okay. All right. So now we got that now we got that under control, right? Y'all get where y'all picking up what I'm putting down. You have to be at this point, okay? I said I was gonna get to why I don't feel like the players are at fault. I don't feel like the players are at fault because they are going, like, even if they knew, they are going to, I feel like they're going to suffer from this. Like, I feel like, and not tremendously, but they got to feel a way. If I played in if I had a winning season and went on and played in a national championship game, and it came back to me that basically we cheated our way to the top, because here's the thing. They're like, oh, well, by the time they played the championship, that's what the Big Ten said. They won fair and square. Well, how did they get there? How did they get, like, I want somebody to explain that to me. You mean to tell me that because they got caught with the sign stealing maybe 2 or 3 games into the 2023 season, that all the rest of the games, or maybe half of the season, all the rest of the games were legit? They played them fair and square. But the thing about my whole point is, would they have won these other games? And we'll never know, but would they have won these other games had it not been for what they acquired from Connor Stallions? I think over those 3 years, I honestly feel like the answer is no. I never felt like Jim was a great coach, to be honest. I'm a hater. It is what it is. I'm a hater. I never felt like he was a great coach. I mean, he couldn't beat us for a while. He couldn't beat us for a while. And they wasn't really doing nothing. Like, they wasn't, it just, whatever. So, what they're not showing here too is, because did it say it in here? Because Harbaugh got a just cause from the college football too, for like 8 years or 10 years or something like that. But when he was leaving, he wasn't gonna be there. He was gone either way it went. If he won the championship or if he did, like, his days were numbered. We knew that he was an eye in the NFL. So that don't even fucking matter. Like, that none of that matters, right? Am I right? It's just like, check me if I'm right. If I'm saying something that's wrong, y'all let me know that I'm saying something that's wrong. Now, I don't. I knew that this was gonna come down the way that it did, but let me explain to you guys the reason why this burns me up. Okay, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all why this burns me up, and let me show y'all why I feel like the NCAA is the joke of all jokes. Okay. Y'all remember what happened with Tattoo Gate? Do y'all remember this? Let me read it to you. The Ohio State tattoo scandal, also known as Tattoo Gate, resulted in significant penalties for the university and its football program. The NCAA imposed sanctions, including a 1-year bowl ban, 2 years probation, and a reduction of 5 football scholarships over 3 years. Additionally, Ohio State was required to, boy, I'm over here about to cuss. I'm pissed. Every time I read this, I get mad. Additionally, Ohio State was required to vacate all wins from the 2010 season, including their Sugar Bowl victory. The scandal also led to the resignation of head coach Jim Tressel, who received a 5-year show cause order from the NCAA, effectively barring him from coaching at a collegiate level during that period. Here are the specifics: a 1-year bowl ban. So that was for the football team was prohibited from participating in any bowl games during the 2012 season. Two years of NCAA probation, reduced scholarships. Ohio State's football program had to reduce its number of scholarships by five over 3-year period. So they're saying that because these guys uh supposedly got some free tattoos, they're cutting scholarships. They're cutting scholarships, okay? All victories from 2010, including the Sugar Bowl, were officially removed from the record books. The NCAA publicly criticized and condemned Ohio State's handling of the situation. The NCAA found that the university had failed to adequately monitor its athletic programs, contributing to the violations. The 5-year penalty effectively barred Tressel from coaching in college football until December 2016. The NCAA required any school hiring Tressel to justify its decision. Like, what needs to be justified? He was a great coach. He did some dumb shit over period of time. Like, I'm not gonna, because he, even the stuff with Maurice Claret, like he was doing some dumb shit, but he was a great coach. He was. Players who participated in the scandal were suspended for the first 5 games of the following season. 5 games. Sharon Moore is going to have a maximum 3-game suspension, 2 games in which he was able to choose. So I'm sure the third game he's going to also be able to choose which ones he's going to be suspended for. Players were required to repay the money and or value of benefits they received from the tattoo parlor, which was, I've seen several reports, different reports of saying that it was, could have been anywhere from like $2,000 to like $10,000, which I'm not sure that some tattoos came up to $10,000, bro. I'm just not sure of that. I'm just not sure that that's how that happened. So, I say all of that to say that honestly, when you really, I don't know what it is. Like, the NCAA, I mean, do they pick and choose? Like, I don't, and I know that Tattoo Gate was a very long time ago. I'm pretty sure the administration is different at the NCAA right now. All of those things, none of that matters to me. None of that matters to me, because I just feel like the punishment did not equal the crime. The punishment did not equal the crime. They got some tattoos supposedly and didn't pay for them. I mean, what was his name? Damn, I can't even think of his name right now. But he was like, "Oh, I paid for my tattoos." I can't remember who it was. But anyways, none of that even matters. To have an entire season vacated, an entire season vacated over a couple of $1,000s. And I'm not saying that what they did was right according to the NCAA rules. Again, this should not be a big deal to me. Like, this is not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not affecting the way that they play. This is not, them getting them tattoos did not affect the way that they played. Whereas you had a whole psychopath over here who literally had every play from every team that they've ever played that they were allowed to get the up on, and study it's like they had what's the one website that give you all of the answers to to certain tests. You know what I'm saying? They were able to they didn't have to study the game. All they had to do was know what was coming to them. And a part of football is that already, like, okay, you should be able to read players, da 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 da. But it's not, oh, this is what they're about to do. You know how I know that? Because I went to the game and I watched them throw the signs up, and I saw exactly what they did after that. So when they do this, y'all do this. Know that this is coming. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Y'all, no, for real. Am I tripping? Like I just, again, like I don't think that my anger is because this slap on the wrist happened to a team that I 100% despise. That's not where I want y'all to see that that's not where I'm coming from. Because when it all comes down to it, do I hate the University of Michigan? Absolutely. I've said it about 12 times in this video already. I hate them. I hate the way that they walk. I hate the way that they talk. I hate the way that they dress. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to DMX. I hate all of that about them. I do. I also, I am one to acknowledge when things are, I am the one to acknowledge when things are, like be fair. I'm the one to be fair. So just like when we played them last year and they beat us, I said that they outcoached us because they didn't really have the personnel. Let's be real. We went in there, we were supposed to thrash them. Like, we were supposed to dog walk them when we played them. But they literally outcoached us. They used that run game and they stuffed it down our throats. They really, really did. And I don't know what Ryan Day was thinking at the time, but or was he thinking at all? But they outcoached us. Sharon, if y'all go back to a video when I was talking about it, when I was real pissed off that we lost, like, I gave Sharon his kudos. Like, he did that. So please understand that I'm not that fan. Like, I'm not that fan that's gonna be like, that wants anything bad to happen to them that they don't deserve. Like, I genuinely want the players to move on from the University of Michigan and be able to do big things in the NFL, just like I feel about any team, because I am a fan of college football first. No, first I'm a fan of the Ohio State University. But overall, I'm a fan of college football, and I'm fair. I'm a fair person. But you cannot tell me that them stealing signs and cheating for 3 years total, and one of those years was during the years of their national championship, that they got the punishment that they just didn't get a slap on the wrist, compared to a team who got some free tattoos supposedly and got a whole season and a bowl game vacated, and five game suspension for those players, and scholarships taken away from them. Somebody make it make sense. Y'all let me know in the comments. Like, I didn't even get to ask y'all to like, share, subscribe, and I don't even think I care right now. But please like, share, subscribe. I want to know in the comments what you guys think. Tell me if I'm tripping. Am I tripping? It's just a yes or no question. So just be like, yes, you're tripping. No, you're not tripping. But tell me how y'all feel about this, okay? So until y'all hear me or see me again, peace.